gold.
Nonsense.
The Golden God!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
I volunteered.
And her gold is not in her. She's a diamond under her. Wanna lay it down.
Who does? Tucker Carlson. Wait, is this the 6 or the 3? Oh, I'm dipping again. I never liked dipping. I did it all the way through like high school and college because I thought it made me. I thought just because of baseball and sports, and I just thought it made me look cool. I guess. I never fucking liked it, dude. The guys I played football with, they used to dip. Grizz was the only one, and they used to put in these big fat lips. And if you wanted to like be like, hey, can I get a little bit of that? They would make you put in like a fucking huge horseshoe, and then everybody would throw up, and then
Real quick.
1-1.
the first time I ever dipped, I stole it from Ingles. You know the Ingles grocery stores?
Yeah.
They don't have them here, right?
No, they don't.
I don't think I've seen one in
They're
town.
only like East Coast.
Yeah. It started in Asheville. It's from Asheville, North Carolina.
Yes, it did.
Can
you hear me?
Black Mountain. I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear yourself?
Yes, I can. I went to them in North Carolina before.
I feel like I'm in therapy right now.
Well, if you got the full sprawl, hell yeah, dude.
So, Doctor, the first time I ever did dip, I stole it from an Ingles. They had it.
Did you feel guilty?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
They had it in the little icebreakers tins thing.
Yeah.
You know, like the
mint.
Yeah, you know where the gum is at the checkout.
Right.
There's those little mint things that are the same size as a dip can. There's a fucking can of peach skull in one of those things. I was like, I don't know what I was like, 16 or definitely underage, couldn't buy it. So I just stole it.
Scooped it up.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever dipped.
5-finger discount.
Yeah.
You know the first thing I ever stole was a comic book.
Really?
Yep. I went to the bookstore in the mall when that still existed as a concept. A bookstore in a mall.
Uh-huh.
And I was sitting there reading what was the Japanese. It was like manga, Japanese manga, right? But it was Digimon. And I was
nice.
I was reading. I was maybe like 2/3 way done with it. I was like, I want to read the rest of these.
Yeah.
I stood up, asked the lady, "Can I have a bag, please?" And I was like, I don't know if she. I feel like it's so obvious in retrospect, right?
Yeah.
I went back to where I was, sat down, finished the book I was reading, picked the other two up, threw it in the same plastic bag that she gave me, and walked out.
Damn.
With clearly stuff in the bag that she gave me.
So wait, did you buy one?
No.
You bought nothing?
I bought nothing. I asked for a bag.
Wow.
Real confidence, man.
Yeah. It's almost like when you first start stealing, you're so stupid that you have like dumb guy confidence, and it works. But then you're like, but then you try to like recreate it, and then you get caught.
Wait, will you say that again?
Dumb guy confidence?
I think sometimes when you first start stealing, you're just so retarded that you don't like you don't even think about stuff. Like you just do it, and then the dumb guy confidence pays off.
I'm not really into that. I mean,
going back in time and thinking about trying to steal that can of dip. Like, I don't know if I could do that as a 34-year-old man.
No.
But I was just a little kid, 16-year-old kid, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm stealing this. I just put it in my pocket and didn't think anything about it. Yeah, you can move that. That's my shit.
It's all good, man. I just need a little more slack. All right, so this is another presentation of the world's greatest podcast. I am your host, Mr. John Miller, and this is my brother,
Charles Reifenberger.
And this is Golden Fucking Nonsense.
Golden Nonsense.
Today we are just us, the boys. We got
just
Dave.
The boys.
Dave over there in the corner, off camera,
our
on mic.
Fearless producer.
Actually, kind of on camera now.
You're on cam now?
That's
in a tiny little box.
That's pretty cool. I like
hell
that.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell
Thanks.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
not
sick.
outshining the boys.
No, dude. No, you part of
That's
the boys.
sick,
When we say it's just the boys, that includes you.
Yeah.
But
hey, close that door. We might get a little bit less of the
ambient
rock music from next door.
So
yeah, no, this is the Zen episode.
Zen
That's what I'm calling it.
He's getting hit with a 6.
Yeah.
You gotta find something to spit in.
I can taste it in the back of my throat.
Oh yeah, there's no bueno.
Oh, I just swallow it
You just swallow it
24/7.
Aren't you supposed to be able to swallow it?
I think that's the point of them, but you're
I don't think you're supposed to do it all the time.
yeah.
I'm not gonna have this in for very long. I can already feel like
Oh, throwing up. You're already poisoned.
no, not throwing up. Just like
What is it? What
It's
is
hitting
it?
me.
What is it about 1 in every 10 Zins that is a rogue Zin and it poisons you?
I don't know.
It's like a shishito pepper.
Yeah, it's just like you're just take one, whatever, and then I was driving one day, and I was like, you know what? I would like a little nicotine.
Yeah.
Popped it in there, and immediately my eyes started watering, my throat closed up. I was like, poison, swerving and shit. I was like, oh man,
Well, you know about the fakes that are going around, right?
the fakes that are going around.
I've yeah,
No.
there's like fake Zins. I googled it. I looked it up. It's a real thing.
Really?
Yeah. I noticed it. This was like a few months ago. I got some Zin and I'd been putting them in, and I was like, this isn't something about this is wrong. And I looked at them, and they look wrong. And I was like, maybe for whatever reason, Zin as a company was like, we're gonna up.
Change the
Yeah, we
packaging?
changed it, which I'm like, that's so dumb because they're perfect, you know.
Right.
And then I grabbed one of my old pouches and I started comparing, dude. I like really got deep on it, and there was like different. It was a slightly off shade of green, and one of the lines was a little thinner, and there were and there was no shadow on one of the words.
So you tell me that these local gas stations are buying fake Zin off Alibaba?
Pretty much. And I wanted to. I should have taken it to Andy Wise.
You just put it right there, dude.
No, but one time I had to go in, and I was like, my man, this is like one of my, it's an Exxon, but it's like not an Exxon.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
And I had to go. I was like, I had to bust them out in front of all the other customers. I was like, "You selling me fake Zins?" And he was like, "No. I thought
This dude's selling bootleg Zins.
He's like, "I thought we got rid of those. Here." And he gave me good ones. And I
These
was like,
Zins
"All
are
right."
from China.
Oh my God, he gave you good ones. I wonder because all it is just packaging. If you think about it,
Well, and like the Zins themselves, they just didn't feel the same. The material was
dude,
different, and it was
remember,
yellowish.
I remember that week you told me that because the pouches were a little softer.
They were a little different.
yeah, odd, bro.
So shout out to all the listeners
See,
out there.
Trump was right, bro. The Chinese
Dude, they're poisoning us through lip pillow.
through the lip pillow, bro. You saw the video of that lady throwing frogs into a lake that was not indigenous. She's just an old Chinese woman, and this dude was videoing her. He's like, "Look at this Chinese lady throwing frogs," and he thought it was funny, right? And people in the comments were, "Shoot that lady, tackle her! Why are you letting this happen? Find
Jesus.
her, right?" And she was just like, "Oh, look, frog!" and just chucking them into the lake.
Bro.
I'm like, "Yo, that's gonna fuck up the ecosystem."
Yeah, seriously.
It's gonna destroy the
Dude.
lake. The lake is unusable.
Think about all the things that have invaded, like whether they be
Indians?
plant
Oh.
or no. Like whether it be whether it be
I'm
plants,
still salty off that the cyber attack.
The cyber attack.
whether it be plants or insects. It's like I feel like it always comes from Japan. The
Yeah.
giant wasps.
They had these things.
kudzu.
They
Oh,
had
yeah,
these things
yeah.
they're actually the reason that they're proliferating America is because they live in kudzu. There's these things called labs. Have you ever heard of this?
No, what's that?
It's a Chinese stink bug
Okay.
that if you look at their population, they're spreading out of Atlanta. So clearly it started in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We had them bad at our old house.
Are they big?
And no, they're not huge. They're like
Sounds like a ladybug or
like
something?
a little bigger than a ladybug.
Okay.
But they're green and they have this real weird. It's not like a terrible smell, but it's a very distinct kind of a musty smell to them.
Yeah.
And they're just they're coming in and taking over. They're probably going to spread out the
Dude,
whole country.
Dude, that the whole like environmental terrorism
Yeah.
is such a cool, like, I hate to say it cool, but it's like, you want to destabilize somebody? Send over just one package of bed bugs to, you know what I'm saying?
I heard that. I don't know if this is true. I didn't read the article. I just heard
just the golden
the
nonsense.
story.
Okay.
They caught this Chinese guy coming into the country. He had like this evil fungus.
Yes, that is true.
Did you hear this story?
I read it. I read the news. I read the
That
fucking the
scares
headline.
the shit out of me.
Yeah,
dude.
Evil fungus?
An
Yeah,
evil
so
fungus.
a team of Chinese nationals were caught like coming in customs, and in their possession was essentially like murder fungus.
Are we talking like on the level of like The Last of Us?
I guess.
Yeah, some shit you don't want out in the population.
You ever seen that Super Mario Brothers movie?
Which one?
You never seen the Super Mario Brothers with the little
90s?
tiny head guys and the the fungus,
John Leguizamo?
John Leguizamo.
Oh yeah, the original one.
yeah, it's evil fungus, right?
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either. But I mean,
That's like the plot of the movie. It's like there's
that
an
was-
evil fungus that's taken over the
sewers.
city.
What? That sounds like The Last of Us, but with Super Mario as overlay.
Yeah, I mean
I'm-
it's like like that like fake spiderweb cobweb that they put up
Yeah.
at Halloween. It was just that, but pink. That was what was everywhere in the movie. That's what the props department was like. We'll just dye this pink and then we'll hang it up everywhere.
I think if like something catastrophic like that affected the population, I would be down if evolutionary forces then pushed someone to like the next stage of human, like like a super
Like we
human hero.
become symbiotic with the fungus.
No, I mean I'm just, if out of the chaos rises like
A superhuman.
superhuman.
Oh, so what was that called? The next man? It was so what? Homo sapien, and it'd be what is it? Homo mutation? Something. I don't know. But it's like you changed. Essentially, we're a different subspecies now outside of humans. I don't know what it would be though. Probably be some stupid like your body temperature is slightly higher to kill the fungus or some shit.
I mean, every big disease that comes through, like it does like clear. It is like a genetic thing that a lot of people I think are immune to it.
I mean, dude, the conspiracy theorists are batting 1,000 these past few years. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something we don't know.
Yeah.
Like the Chinese might really have bred the super babies. You heard about that?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Super babies?
Yeah, dude. They
Yeah.
have like a legit
yeah. They
like,
used CRISPR technology.
yeah, dude. So they got like 6'4".
Yeah.
Essentially Chris. What was the guy's name? Chris Evans from the Captain America.
yeah.
Basically-
The super soldier from the movie.
Yeah, dude.
This is to compete with the NBA.
Well, I think they actually made him more intelligent. They again, I saw a headline, but this is gold nonsense, so I can just say confidently, like I know what I'm talking about. Apparently, it was they were making them the babies resistant to HIV was like the stated purpose, but they also were messing with other genes that affect intelligence.
You
So
know,
they're trying to make them hyper intelligent, and they got exposed, and the Chinese government was like no, you can't do that. But like everybody's like saying like actually they wanted them to do that.
Right.
It was
fake outrage.
they were pretending to be upset with these scientists
right.
who were
It's not-
actually
it's not
doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing.
Right.
But I don't know.
I mean, I think that's the whole plot of Gattaca. Let's talk about this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like superhuman people.
I've thought about it, and if it comes up and I can have my kids be super kids,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it?
We're going natural in my family.
I think, I think honestly, I don't know if the whole like people have souls thing is legit, but I feel like if you gene edit
Yeah.
at the embryo level, I don't think you get like a soul.
It's
like,
like
it's gotta be cheat. Like, all right, you cheat coded, that's fine. Just like in any video game where you like put a cheat code in,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody else knows you're cheating. I was like, oh no, dude. You didn't really.
Yeah, like this run doesn't count though.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. You got to go back again.
Right.
This you got an asterisk.
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. This is a bubble championship right here.
Yeah.
You know.
This season's voided out.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it either. But you got to look at the reason why people would want gene edited
Sure.
babies is because the environment.
Well, it's like steroids in baseball. Everybody has to take steroids if anybody's taking steroids,
Right,
or else
right.
you're not competitive.
Right.
So, to a certain extent, they were talking about that with
Y'all saw that the extreme the steroid games.
No.
I'm here for it.
that's sweet.
That's legit.
Do it.
No, it's legit. It's,
Yeah.
it's like it's coming out like soon.
Yeah, do it.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, make it a freak show though. Make the regular one be lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the guy who made that documentary Icarus.
Mhm.
He was talking about was about how the Russians cheated in the Olympics. He was talking about, he was like, look, it's not the like you don't put the blame on the athletes.
Right.
You don't like everybody's just doing everything to get any kind of competitive edge they can. What the responsibility falls on the testing regime and the people who are responsible for catching cheaters.
Right.
Because unless you get caught, you're not really cheating. Because
Truly.
if you're not getting caught, everybody else isn't getting caught.
Right.
So that's really the standard. And I think that's basically how it has to be laid out.
That's just human morality.
Yeah.
though, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Neil. That's the Lance Armstrong argument there.
Yeah.
He talks about that in that documentary they did about him, about how he was like, I'm not the only one who's doing this.
Right.
He's just the scapegoat.
It's like everybody wants to give Barry Bonds a hard time or put an asterisk next to his name. It's like, dude, the pitchers who he was hitting against were taking steroids.
Right.
It's like you're literally hitting like a 109 mile an hour fastball that a roided up guy is throwing you.
No regular dude is
Like,
throwing that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what Daniel Tosh really has the best bit on that.
Oh, yeah,
you know the
yeah.
Daniel Tosh bit.
Tosh is a genius, bro.
He goes, have you heard this?
No, what's it?
He goes. Babe Ruth's records are all intact. He played before black people were allowed to play the game. He goes, where's that asterisk?
Yeah. It's just legit. Did you see that? Did y'all see the talking about asterisk? This is totally unrelated, but y'all saw that horrible Idaho shooting, right?
No.
No.
I've been fucking head in the sand.
Okay, good.
With all
Good.
news,
Dude,
fill me in.
Okay, so in Idaho, a kid essentially set a wildfire, a brush fire, in the mountains,
Jeez.
and attracted,
Emergency response
personnel,
people.
right, firefighters, and he started
Yeah.
sniping them from the mountain.
What?
So he essentially killed 3 men, 2 firefighters, and injured a cop, and then shot 17 other people. And basically the police chief was like, if you're a resident and you see him, take him out.
Yeah.
They called in, the SWAT. They're gonna bring in a fucking chopper to survey the land, but it said that he had because of the wildfires, the thermal sensors weren't working, so they couldn't find him.
Wow.
So he was in a ghillie suit, just invisible
Jesus.
in the mountains, just shooting these people. So anyway, it took 2 days, but they found him dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Right. So
Yeah.
we don't know if he's legit a crazy person or not, but he was a Russian white kid, right?
Really?
That was raised in America. Here's the thing, right? And so that was that's the headline. What's interesting here is somebody on Twitter was like, this is the implication of the 1990s and 2000s Russian adoption program, where any like crazy people that had children, deranged people that had children, or orphanages, they just emptied them out and sent them to America to get adopted by Midwesterners that were infertile. And I mean, if you look at his face, the kid looks legit Russian.
Yeah.
Right? You see it. He's like he looks like a UFC fighter or some shit. And
yeah, but what's the argument they're making?
the argument they're making is that either he was already radicalized, or he's just a crazy person from Russia, and we don't know how many of those kids are living in America.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're all going to be.
But do we think they're fucked up because of
They're probably Manchurian candidates, bro.
do you think that they were programmed ahead of time?
Could be. Who knows? Who
Or
knows?
do you
Look,
think maybe
there are
they-
stranger things.
Or maybe they just had rough childhoods because they were in an orphanage in Russia.
And then made it to America?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, look, we could say all
Yeah.
things, but we just
Or
talked
maybe
about
Russians
Chinese.
are just a warlike people.
We just talked about Chinese super soldiers, bro. Like anything is possible.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? You just talked about Chinese fucking bio fungus.
Yeah.
So I don't put anything past nobody.
Well, it is a very weird policy decision we've made in our nation, where we've decided that anybody can come here, but also we're going to talk shit to the whole world and blow stuff up and fuck people up. But if you want to come here, that's totally fine.
right, you can buy all the property you want.
It's like,
There's terrorist cells
think-
all in America.
I
and then-
think it would be better to have a more peaceful stance towards the rest of the world, and then also maybe invite the best of the best into our nation.
I
but
think peace. You look the best of the best in peace, all that good shit, bro. I think all that is radical. We're bigger than better than you, right? So yeah, send your best and brightest over here. But if they're not totally convinced by the American dream, right? They're essentially just, we're paying them to be spies or take
sleeper cells
take our technology or
living
whatever.
amongst us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't I don't know if you heard about the thing, but it was like President Xi from China, his daughter went to Harvard. Like, what the fuck does that even, you know what I'm saying? Are there no amazing schools in China she can go to? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to be, weirdly patriotic or whatever, but it's like, if I'm playing, top down war games, the enemy's daughter shouldn't be going to the best school in my country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if she is,
But I think that's-
it should be prisoner exchange or something. You know?
I think that should be the I think that's because that's the wrong orientation to have towards the world, looking like it's a fucking risk map. And like, I mean,
they treat us like that shit, bro.
yeah, but I believe that if we just actually outcompeted them, that we would outcompete them.
But
That's my belief.
But I think that's the issue, though, Charlie.
Yeah.
I think that we have and we are, and there's this gap of oh yeah, we're perceived better, but motherfuckers are stealing from us. That's the whole fucking Donald Trump tariff argument, right? It's like, yeah, how long can we be the world's breadbasket without analyzing how fucked we are? You know?
Yeah, but I think that everything that has fucked us is more our own doing than anybody else is doing. It's just we adopted the Chinese model. China adopted the American model, and we adopted the Chinese models
Of what?
of organizing your society. We live in a fascistic social style of socialism where basically you got all these big corporations that are, you know, hand in hand with the government, that have everything is made by a giant corporation that has basically regulatory capture over every major industry in our nation.
Right.
That's the Chinese model. That's how they have done it. And as they've liberalized, they've gotten much more wealthy, and they've given people more individual rights.
Right,
and
the rise of the middle class.
Yeah,
in China,
yeah,
right?
and it's basically we met them in the middle. They were supposed to be communists. We were supposed to be free.
Right.
And then what happened? We got massively successful and wealthy.
Right. Less
They
free.
lived in crushing poverty for
Right.
decades, and then as they got more free, everything got better. And as they were doing that, we got less and less free and locked everything down more and became more of a corrupt,
Interesting.
fascistic. So it's almost an evolutionary process.
Yeah.
Because you would think that what the system that's best for the people is the one that would emerge, that would become everywhere would adopt it, right?
Right.
Like you know, freedom works so good. Why did we stop doing freedom? Because that's not how the evolution works.
So what's the next step in evolution?
It's kind of like how evolution. People think evolution is about surviving.
Right.
It's not.
What's it about?
It's about fucking.
Okay.
So even if you have like stupid, risky behavior, that means you're gonna die. If that's an admirable trait in a young man, he's gonna get pussy.
Right.
So you gotta figure out what the actual variable that you're
solving for?
that is being selected for
Right.
by the evolutionary process. So what's the evolutionary process in a
society?
of a civilization, of a society? Yeah. What is it?
What?
Well, the government acts like an organism. So it's not about what's best for the people in a country. It's what's best for the
government?
the people in control of the country. And what's best for the people in control of the country is not crushing communism, because then you're ruling over a pile of dirt.
Right.
You know?
You
It's
just,
a fascistic,
pseudo.
hyper-regulated society where the corporations work hand in hand with the government so that they have control over everything, but there's enough freedom and enough competition
slack
so
to-
that actual work gets done.
Right, the free market is allowed to operate. Right. Okay.
So what really needs to happen?
This is a hilarious episode here at Golden Nonsense.
So yeah,
I mean, look.
we started with death fungus, and now we're talking about.
I mean, you saw that America has now elected its first socialist mayor.
It's not. Has that election happened yet?
Well, it's in November, but
it's the primary.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Old boy is the front runner, and nobody else has the vote.
Was this in New York?
Yeah, New York City.
He's a Muslim. His name's
Mondani.
Zohar.
Zohar Mamdani.
I don't know, man.
Sounds good.
Well, he's running. He's
all right to me.
He's really running on like a communist platform,
Yeah.
right? Like he wants to make the buses free in New York City. He wants to have government controlled grocery stores. To control the prices of groceries.
Well, it's just like
he wants to like radically. He's like, we need white neighborhoods to pay higher taxes. We need he's like just very upfront about what his desires are. And I saw some old talking heads were like, this is the end result of clamping down the greatest city in the world. They're gonna produce a champion that we all know is of a system that we know is bad, right?
Yeah.
But it sounds good to the populace because they don't feel like they're living well.
When I see that,
because they're living in crushing, abject.
Well, when I see that, I think it's more the fault of the fucking people who pretend to be like rah America, I'm pro freedom, but then don't understand what the fuck that means. And they say they pretend like we live in a free market when we live in the furthest thing from a free market.
Well, that's what I was going to say is when the solution is more competition. That's the problem that we have is we don't have.
We got to fix the money, man. That's really number one. It's like when I hear Bernie talk, right? It's
He's
like
a liar.
But he's addressing the problems. You know what I mean? Like he's on to something.
Right.
It's like he's like this is fucked up. This is fucked up. Look what's happening over here. Isn't that fucked up? I'm like, it is so fucked up, dude. Thank you for bringing that up. And then he's like, and the answer is socialism.
Not the answer.
And it's like, no, dude, we are living in socialism. We have a socialist country. If you look back and you go back and you look at Karl Marx, he published. I was trying to find it. I don't think it's actually part of the Communist Manifesto, but I know I've seen it. It's like a 9-point plan for like what a communist society would look like.
Right.
And it's like public transportation. It's like government schools where kids have free education. It's like, you go down the list. It's like 8 out of 9 of the things that he said are his goal.
Right.
We have it.
We got it here.
It exists currently. So it's like dude, we're more communist than Marx could have even like fathomed would be possible. That's how much of our lives are controlled by government institutions.
Right.
And it's just like it's just not going to work, man. It's a Karen society that we live in. And dude, I fucking tried to buy dog food for my dog that's good for her liver because she's got like liver enzymes or whatever. and the fucking Amazon was like what veterinarian prescribed this dog food
you need
for your dog
prescription?
Dude, it's a prescription dog food. And I'm like, well, how is this? What is this even? And I looked, I was like, because it's too ridiculous. I had
Amazon does prescriptions now.
Well, it's not. So it's not prescription necessarily because it's not. I was like trying to find like where does the FDA require this because this is too ridiculous. I have to like bring this up and like show it to people because it's so ridiculous.
Right.
It's not an actual regulation. It's a FDA recommendation that they say we recommend that if you have a specially formulated dog food that you only use it if a vet recommends it for you. But then because the FDA recommends it, they are now liable if they sell it to somebody who their vet doesn't recommend. So basically, in effect, it's not an actual law. It's not a legal requirement.
But there's a
liability,
a regulatory step.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, it's just a Karen society, bro.
No, I know.
That's what we live in.
Look, no one wants the responsibility, right?
Yeah.
We're too litigious. We litigate too easily in this country.
Yeah.
And so everyone's scared to be the guy that gets the buck passed to him, right?
Yeah.
And essentially, now we have to have fucking permission to buy dog food. Like I walked into a vet and said, "Hey, I want to buy some dog drugs for my dog." Right? I know what brand I got, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, your dog needs to come in." And it's like, "No, he doesn't need to come in. He's already been seen by a vet."
No. You don't understand. You need to give us money.
Yeah, I was like,
no, I don't think I need to give you money.
No,
I just know what I want.
I just want to buy the product.
No. It doesn't work like that. You have to give us money.
More money to get the product. But ma'am, you don't understand. My dog is fine. I just need the drugs. I need the dog drugs.
It's just a fucking scam. It's just a giant fucking scam, dude. And the whole world is a scam. It's just and it's like everybody hates these big corporations. This is what creates it. Like basically, like you have to like think about how big your dog food company has to be for it to like be able to comply with
The FDA.
yes, the
Oh,
FDA.
it has to be motherfucking.
I mean,
humongous.
it has to be a huge giant factory
Right.
pumping out dog food, and now it's like, is that healthy dog food coming out of that giant factory, or is it?
It's also
is there a better way to be doing it?
on the flip side, they will ruthlessly attack somebody selling raw milk or some shit. You know-
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and
so
the whole thing is under the guise of
we're trying to protect
having
you.
not poisonous food,
Right.
And yet all the food
It's poison.
is poisonous.
It's poison.
It's fucking poison. So it's like it's literally the thing that is the justification for all of this locking down of the
That's-
system.
What is that?
Is
that
creating the
is
thing.
That, is that the Fountainhead? That's like an Ayn Rand
It's a
thing.
self-fulfilling prophecy. I've
Right.
never read any Ayn Rand.
Right, no,
I don't
it's-
even know.
It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, we have the Department of Education, everyone's dumb. We have the Department of Health, everyone's sick.
Yeah.
We have, you know.
We have the Department of Education. I mean, that's the reality.
Yeah. And so the more we have regulatory like bodies over this vertical of whatever,
Yeah.
we're gonna get worse of that.
Right.
That's why the whole homeless people thing, right? Oh, we need to give $1 billion to the homeless. Now all you've done is create more homeless
Yeah.
because now they're incentivized. Like,
You're
oh,
incentivized to have more homeless people
Right.
because
Here's
there's
a-
people's jobs on the line. If
Yeah.
if they solve the problem, then people
No,
are out of work.
and now I'm
Here's
gonna be
a-
homeless.
Yeah.
Here's a scary dystopian thought in regards to healthcare is we are increasing our longevity, but that doesn't mean that those last 30 years are pleasant.
Yeah,
No,
are
they're
gonna
gonna
be
be-
You know what I
good.
mean?
They're gonna
or
be-
that you're not on the hook
Yeah.
for hundreds of thousands of dollars,
You're gonna-
millions of dollars.
You're gonna be a motherfucking on an IV drip so they can just slowly. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
that's what the hospice industry is in America, bro. Like as I'm taking care of my mom and shit, right? I was like, what I am essentially saving my mom from is, and by extension, me and my future family, right? Is everything here is positioned to take all of her money, her assets, without her really knowing about it. So if no one had a family member, so like my homeboy, his grandma is in the nursing home in Michigan, right?
Mhm.
The bill is being paid like split by all of her children, right? So it's like a 5-way split bill, whatever. It's an understanding by everybody. They want to make it happen. So it's like, okay, cool. But I was like, what's that bill? It's like $3,500 a month or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
that's higher than the swankiest rent in the
Yeah.
nicest place in that town. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, yes, you have medical personnel 24/7, whatever, but really they're just there to change her bed sheets or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude, like, so, if that wasn't split up, she would be essentially spending her entire pension or Social Security on that, right? If she didn't have children, well, think about the implication on the children. They're now have to split a $700 payment, $35 payment.
I'm sure they're getting a cut from Medicaid too.
Of
Or
course, they are.
Medicare is probably paying for a huge portion of
Right,
what.
and the outstanding bill
Yeah,
is
and
just
they still have to pay that much on top of it.
right, and so
Yeah.
it's just like there's, I mean, people say we're approaching the greatest transfer of wealth this country's ever seen. Like upwards to $500 billion in just assets and businesses
From what?
from the boomers dying.
From boomers dying.
Yeah, and being put into
Yeah.
these care facilities, right?
Wow.
And so like they literally said, okay, so Gavin Yates, he put me on game before he switched jobs. Basically, if you sign up to be a caregiver for your family members, right? If you share the same blood, the government will pay you, but the stipulation is if there's any assets by the person you're taking care of, the payment portion, whatever it is, let's say you take care of your mom for 4 years and it was a total of, I don't know, $80,000. Now the house that you would have inherited, it now has a lien for $80,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. So it's just an extended loan that is essentially on the hook. Your Social Security number, your whatever assets you own is going to be liable for that bill. So I was like, should I do it? He's like, no. It's really only for people that have extra houses and want to use an asset that they know that they can essentially use, like the equity of that,
Basically selling your house.
right, to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
That maybe your kids are not going to want anyway, right? So it's like it
Who does the house go to?
it goes back to the fucking government, bro. It goes back to a fucking bank that gets bought in foreclosure, and it just goes back into the system. So now no one gets the house, no one gets the asset, and it's just now floating in the wind, and all that money that could have been spent or saved has been robbed of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there's so many things like that. Like there's
everything.
There's like, have you heard about this fucking?
Live in a scam world.
Have you heard about
it's
this
fucking scam
have you heard about
world?
have you heard about this thing where they're doing with fucking
This is a fun app, you guys.
Small episode, small businesses.
No.
So check this out, bro. They will do this. So a lot of boomers in small towns or adjacent counties of big cities like Memphis or whatever. What's like what are the small counties?
Fayette.
Yeah,
is right there.
Right. I mean, even for Atlanta has
DeSoto.
like 6 or 7 major counties that surround.
They got Cobb, Gwinnett.
Right. So the point.
Forsyth.
So the point stands, right? So basically, they'll corporation will go into a small a market and start buying up small businesses in a certain vertical. So let's say plumbing or HVAC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll pay the small business owner for their name and likeness in perpetuity, so they can essentially keep the small business facade. But they have bought essentially a large portion of the small business market of that vertical. So now it's only one company that owns 80% of the HVAC companies in the town, right? So they jack the prices up 300%, and they'll send out their workers, right? And they'll be like, oh yeah, man.
They'll send like 3 different guys, and you'll get a quote from 3 different people.
It'll be the same thing,
It'll be the same quote.
all heavy, all super heavy,
Yeah.
right? And it'd be like 300% over the normal price from a small business dude. Now, the jug is they'll hit you with, well, ma'am, the price is $18,000 to replace your condenser coil in your AC. You could put this on a payment plan for $250 a month, real no problem, and we'll do it that way. Well, if the lady dies, doesn't pay, or misses a payment, like by 60 days or whatever, it's in the contract, they'll take her house.
Jesus.
Right? And because it's like a lending agreement with no arbitration. They have an arbitration clause with a lending agreement, whatever. Because she waived it when she signed it, it's all in that.
Damn.
It's all in that fucking.
Here's what I have to say about that. And I'm not advocating violence. I'm not, for the record.
Let the record stand.
That I'm not advocating violence, but
Golden Nonsense does not advocate violence in any capacity.
This part of the podcast is brought to you by Violence.
Violence.com.
Violence.com. For if you want brass knuckles for $10 for 10% off, put in Golden Nonsense at checkout and you get.
They'll throw in 1 free bullet for every order. 1 untraceable.
1 brass bullet with GN on it, so you're a real fan.
No, but what they tell you when like the old adage, like from when you're a kid, it's like if you're getting bullied, you got to stand up to the bully, right?
Yeah.
To get him to stop.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating violence, but it does feel like we're getting bullied, and
Well,
that's
we gotta at least direct it
I'm
at the
gonna say.
right target.
No,
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Like it's like everybody makes a hero out of that Mangione.
Oh yeah,
kid,
Mario.
right?
Yeah,
Luigi.
Damn.
And it's like, yeah,
No, it
I
was
mean,
his brother Luigi.
oh my
I'm
God,
that guy's
Mario.
in on us. That dude, the guy who's a CEO of a healthcare company, he's in on a scheme. Okay,
Right, he's a
but
top.
but
of
there's
the,
just it's just you're it's like Bernie Sanders, man. You're identifying the problem correctly, but you don't understand why it's like that.
right.
because we well, one, okay, as far as like where the buck stops on all that, it's
Yeah.
like, he's just in on a scheme that a lot of people are in on, but like, yeah, it's the problem. There's with these fucking conglomerates and these verticals, it's middle management.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, hey man, I'm just doing my job.
I'm just doing my job.
That's
Like
that's
a Nazi
different department.
prison guard,
Call the. It is kind of
just following
That's a-
orders.
Yeah.
The Nuremberg defense,
Oh,
as it's
yeah.
known.
Oh, dude. I mean, like I said, nobody wants to be liable.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, dude, I was just.
Cover your ass.
Yeah, I was just a guy.
I just pressed a button.
Yeah, I had no idea what the implications were.
Yeah.
I mean, look, those guys that work for the HVAC company, right? They're just
Yeah.
probably kids that got out of HVAC school, wanted a job, didn't want to start their own business, so they got a job with somebody else, and now they're part of a scheme.
Yeah.
Is it their fault? And they probably find out later,
Yeah.
and they probably leave, but there's gonna be a whole new crop of new guys doing the same thing, And so, like, this is where the rules of the Matrix kind of fuck you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're trained as a human being to believe in the goodness of human beings, right? Or to watch out for bad people. But they don't tell
I think most people are good.
I think they try to be good, but
Yeah.
I don't think that they are. Right. I think given enough leeway on either side, either desperation or ultimate greed, they're gonna do bad.
Yeah.
Right. It's the restrictions and boundaries of society that makes people good. Right. And I think that's the whole thing of like what makes mercy is only doled out by the strong, not by the weak. Right.
Right.
You know, and so the idea is, how do you cut off the head of the Hydra? Right. Like, it's a many-headed problem,
Yeah.
right? Well, in Hercules, he had to crush the body, right? So you have to essentially, scorched earth the idea
Jerome Powell. That's
Yeah.
who you kill.
Well, now, look,
Jerome Powell. That's who you kill.
I like Jerome.
I
He's an idiot.
mean-
He's an idiot.
Hypothetically.
They're just gonna put another guy
Violence.com / Jerome.
for 0.5% off your interest rate on your mortgage.
But I mean, and even that's a joke because it's like
That's not gonna-
he's not really in charge either.
Right. He
He's
just
a
works-
fucking face man.
Right. He works for he works for an organization
He's
that doesn't
following orders.
that really work for the United States, but
No.
makes the money policy for the United States. But who do they answer to? They answer to some
It's the banks, man.
Federal Reserve?
Yeah, no, the banks. It's the banks control the Federal Reserve. It's who the fuck even knows who's at the top of
who's
this
the banks, right?
bizarre pyramid of
And so
of bullshit.
So you have to crush the body, and
yeah.
and
It's
so
like
that's- and that's-
everybody thinks Israel controls everything. I don't think Israel controls us. I think we control Israel. I
That's-
think Israel controls our people pretty effectively.
Yeah.
They do a lot to control our politicians
Right,
and to
right.
manipulate the public. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's the fucking military industrial complex controlling Israel, controlling us.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you want to be the biggest bad. It's like, what is it? You want your little brother to be tough too, but
Yeah.
you give him a gun instead of telling him to do push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
America did push-ups. We're giving Israel the gun, right? Yeah,
Sure.
you're tough too, bro. Right? And everyone's like, oh, that's not fair. You get to get a gun. I was like, well, he's my little brother.
I mean, we just don't recognize it for what it is. It's a military base. It's an outpost of the American Empire. That's what that country is.
Right.
It's a sovereign nation for sure, but it's really what it is. It's a strategic
Controlling
control
point.
location.
Right. Yeah. Right. And it's the only one that's not Muslim. Right.
Yeah.
There's no majority Christian country in
Yeah.
the Middle East that's worth a shit.
Yeah, with like a Western style democracy.
Not even Western, I'm saying Christian, right? Like it's only Israel, and then the majority of them are Muslim,
Yeah.
right? Like even some of the ruling families of Saudi Arabia, like they might identify with Christianity, I might respect it, but they don't practice it. This is all Muslim countries.
Yeah.
It's
You look at Kuwait. That's a Muslim
right.
monarchy.
On a lighter note, I would love to kick it with one of those princes.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, super cool.
You ever see those dudes just fucking like driving tilted cars? Like, how do you even
Dude,
do that? You ever see
Those
that?
guys, that's what I'm saying. I want to hang out with those
They
guys.
have unlimited money, dude. So
They're doing crazy shit.
So look, here's the thing.
the coolest shit
Because
that you
they-
can think of. They're
because-
doing it.
because they don't drink and they have unlimited money.
Exactly. They're having
They just
real fun.
exactly. They're just like, yo,
Think
what
about
else?
doing-
What else?
Think
What
about
else?
doing that without being drunk. You know what I mean? Like, think about.
Yeah, that's like you'd be like, that's some redneck shit. But no,
And then-
they're on a beach in the Mediterranean,
And it's
sober
never,
as shit.
and it's never like a F-150. It's always like a fucking Range Rover or
Yeah.
something. Like it's like
It's a Subaru on lifts
no. It's like a luxury vehicle that they're just treating like it's a fucking dune buggy.
because it is a dune buggy to them.
It is a dune buggy to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No car is really no. I mean, because at the end of the day, you have to respect that because they're
Yeah.
treating because we trade time for money or whatever in America.
Yeah.
They're treating objects as they are, as objects, right?
Yeah.
We just have this inflated value of them, right? But at the end of the day, it's put some fucking tires on that hoe and throw it in the sand. Let's go.
Yeah. Do it.
Who gives a fuck, bro?
Who gives a fuck?
I was like, this is my wife's dream car. We're gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a tiger in it and make him shit in it and give it to your wife.
Well, that's like that Kanye, Jay-Z. What's that song?
Niggas in Paris.
No, it's
Oh.
not that one. It's the
Not
music
that
video. The music video in it is just them. They take a Bentley
Yeah.
and they just take
they
like
chop it off.
they chop it.
and then they do donuts
They
and shit.
do
in
all
it.
kinds of shit to it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just fucking destroy a Bentley. I mean, the opening scene is he's got a flame torch and a grinder,
Right.
and they're just walking up to this brand new Bentley that they just bought.
Right,
and
when I cut the top off of it.
See, I love that. I've had this fantasy for a while now where it's like I know like I don't have a lot of money or like any kind of like notoriety or whatever in the world, but I always tell myself I was like if
you're a locally notable person.
well, thank you. That's
Locally.
I suppose that's something. No, but that if I could just get over to like Dubai,
Yeah.
like with no money, and if
Yeah.
I just like on a good day when I'm feeling really charming and personal, like I'll befriend a prince, and then he'll be like, "Do you want to come on my yacht?" And then we're just hanging out, and I just kind of see like I'm like, and then I'm in a penthouse. That's what I see.
You say you're just cool and
Yeah, like this guy's like, I just want to hang out with Dave.
You should do that.
Wait, Dave, you know how
You
you
should move to fucking Dubai.
Dave, you know
Oh,
how you,
yeah.
you know how you do that,
you
bro?
should go to China.
You know how you do that, Dave?
Apparently in China they
You become a rock star.
yeah.
The cheapest
That
way
works.
The cheapest way to get that to happen is become a rock star.
I don't need the shit. I just want to hang out with people who have the shit.
Yeah.
Who are like, so that way there's no upkeep for me.
Yeah.
Of course. You don't want to be the guy with the pool.
He's
you
like,
want,
yeah.
you want to be the best friends with the guy with the
Like
pool.
in what's that movie with the Seth Rogen movie, the North Korea one?
The interview.
When Kim Jong Un,
The interview, yeah.
the guy playing Kim
so
Jong
funny,
Un's
dude.
like,
I was just thinking about that the other day.
It's a great movie.
do you want to drive tanks?
My favorite
it's like,
part.
Yes.
My favorite part is just the very beginning when it's Eminem is on the show.
Yeah.
That scene is so fucking funny.
Right.
Like, can you
He's-
imagine
he's
them
coming-
writing that?
he's coming
Can
out.
you imagine sitting down, the two of them together, just being like, "What if we have Eminem come in and he's just like, I'm gay," and that's the scoop that we get.
He's the greatest interviewer of all time. He's like, I gotta really.
I think I got a lot of anger because because I'm gay, and I can't
just casually moves
just
on.
be open about it. Hey, whoa. So you say you're gay? I'm a homosexual.
Bro, the way he interviewed with that movie, the Franco, was so like funny. It
Yeah.
was just like, so you're telling me? Hold on, wait. He would go and like, he'd get a scoop in the earpiece.
Yeah, no, I heard in China that it's a thing that if you're a white dude, you can kind of just go over, especially if you're tall. They say
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
tall white dude,
Yeah,
especially.
but what does tall mean in China?
I think probably you're tall
5'6".
enough, man. I think you got
Yes.
it. I think
Yeah.
you got it. They'll just keep a white guy around, just like it's like a
flex.
a fashionable thing for like upper crust people in China is just to like have an American guy hang out,
Ran a white dude.
just like
That could be my business model right
at
there.
a party.
Yeah, dude, you can probably get a whole bunch of
Bro, you should be a pimp for
white dudes.
for
Other
white
white
dudes.
dudes.
Yeah, for other white dudes.
A white dude pimp in China?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Dave's white dudes.
I got a buddy.
I got the best dudes.
You need a dude? I got you,
I
man.
got dudes on deck.
You want a Cali dude? I got a Cali. You want an Alabama dude?
Yeah.
I got a dude from Iowa.
What flavor are you looking for?
Right.
I think if I had to guess what would be the most valuable flavor, I think Wigger would probably be number one.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, they want an
that's
M&M.
fun.
I think the Chinese love a Wigger.
Oh yeah, they want Chet Hanks all day.
That's exactly what they want.
Yo,
Yeah.
brother. They're like, yo, why are you talking like that?
Oh, so fascinating.
Oh, you the rapper music?
Yes,
Do you
no.
do you
There's a
know
white
do you
man,
know
buddy.
black people? Oh, I love black people, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he talks like a black man, but
the,
he is white.
The blacker man.
Is that a thing?
Oh,
Blacker man, the whiter skin.
Isn't that a thing? Are Chinese people pretty racist against black people?
They're
racist
is
against
everything.
everybody.
That's not Chinese.
they're racist against darker skinned Chinese people.
Yeah.
The lighter skinned Chinese
They
people
try
are
to, like-
racist against darker skinned
They-
Chinese
Just
people.
to clarify, as a culture, we're in China,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the Chinese hate everything.
Yeah.
That's why they eat dogs.
Yeah. What the fuck? What kind of sicko eats a dog?
Right. Remember you said in the early episode it was because it's like betrayal that we don't feel right eating dogs.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's-
what I believe.
And it's like the Chinese never had that man and dog story. There's no like popular Chinese. I read.
It's also interesting
I
because there's certain breeds that they'll eat, and there's certain breeds that if you eat it, it's like seen as disgusting. There's like a certain type of. It's a cute dog too.
The yellow dog?
The yellow one is
Yeah.
the one they eat.
I
It's
know.
like a Doge. You know,
That's the dog. The Doge dog.
it's kind of
yeah.
it's similar to that. It's like a yellow lab.
I saw
It's
this.
called a mongrel.
I
they
won't
have a
even.
word in Chinese that means
I won't,
mongrel.
I
And
won't
that's
even
the name of the
I won't
breed.
even. I wouldn't look. I can't put this on. I can't put this on the video, right? But
Yeah.
I saw the worst video in the world, which was essentially, and it was the Japanese, right? We're saying we're tired of these fucking Chinese immigrants.
Yeah.
They're doing crazy shit in our streets. And a guy took a video of a Chinese immigrant on the street, found the dog, clubbed it over the head, right?
Jesus.
And then threw it in a boiling pot of water. And then was trying to put the lid on it, but the dog was fighting. So now the Chinese dude is like, blah, 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 blah. And then in the comments, it's all just Japanese people like, he's treating that dog like a dog. That's horrible. They're dogs themselves. No Chinese in Japan. There's a reason why we went to war. Blah 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 blah. They should have dropped a nuke on these guys. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's all bad.
See, that's where I think we can further elucidate my foreign policy, which is that everybody hates the guy right next to them.
Yes.
So why don't we just let everybody fuck each other up locally? Let's not have a World War III. Let's just let
isolate the violence.
just isolate. Mostly in the Middle East. Most of it just needs to stay there. No, I don't even want to see this, dude.
Okay, look. You know
Send that to me, John.
It's all right. Oh my gosh.
I need something like that today.
Are you on?
You need a dog getting clubbed with a brick over the
No,
head?
no. Like
you
I just
wanna,
need to feel something.
you on the Golden Nonsense Twitter?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have
Like
it?
follow?
Do you have access to
Do
it?
you have access to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you on there. It's just gonna be in the DMs.
Send it.
But look, so if you translate the posts,
Yeah.
they're like, if things continue like this, they'll definitely happen in Japan too. Blah blah blah. There are about 800,000 Chinese people living in Japan, but this number is rapidly increasing. Of course, there are more Chinese people than Japanese people, including naturalized people. You know, it's just like they're like, we hate these people. They need to leave. It's all bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad. Here, Dave, you want to see it?
They got pretty strict
I'm good.
Yep.
they got pretty strict immigration in Japan too.
It's horrible.
Well, it is just this thing like Japan is a country. It's an established culture. America is an established culture, but it's part of our culture that, everybody can come here. Frontier mentality, right? All you got to do is just, find some land, pop up a shingle or whatever.
Yep,
I don't even know what that means, but people say that.
I think that's before. It's when the land still needs to be
Plant
cleared.
your roots.
Yeah.
I think there is more land though. I think that's what we don't. I think that's the problem. We think that the system isn't working anymore because of
overpopulation,
things changing.
Right.
And really, what's happened is we're living under a different system now.
Yeah.
If we went back to the old system, everything would be fine.
I think people just don't. People don't want to be 4 hours away from the city.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we could move to West Memphis right now.
Bro, but think about all the
your
land
rent.
in this city that's just empty.
I know.
You got all these vacant warehouses and
I know.
shopping centers, just all this fucking land. Who owns all this shit?
Oh, I know.
It's
Michael
a
Whiteman.
fucking crazy scheme, dude. It's
And he'll hold it, and he'll hold it, and he'll hold it till
He'll die, and it'll be in a trust, and then
till it gets top dollar,
and then it's
and maybe not even then.
no.
it's fake though, dude. The whole
Right?
market is
give grants.
bullshit.
If we were giving grants to people, if like somehow to
But here's the
be
thing.
able to
we're
buy
doing
property.
the opposite. We're doing the opposite. We're artificially inflating the price of commercial real estate.
Yes.
The city is currently doing something called it's a buy and lease back program. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
So they're going around to all these companies and they're buying their land from them and then leasing it back to them. And in doing so, the companies don't have to pay property taxes.
Okay.
But why the fuck does the city government
Levy
want to
properties?
own all the fucking
Land?
land? It's such a bizarre thing to me. Like I haven't even gotten to the bottom of like what is the reason for
I
it.
bet you money that it would be like secret listed auctions
Yeah.
that people of note have first access to, or you know what I'm saying, because you know how you have those like in newspapers, you have there's going to be a city auction, and it's like you have to have public notice.
Mhm.
The most public thing is either the news or whatever, but it would be like a blurb. It'd be like a 1x1 corner in the Memphis flyer or the commercial appeal or whatever, right? And it'd be like, public auction for government buildings at this time. It'd be like a 1 hour on a random Tuesday downtown in a fucking building you've never been to before, right?
Yeah.
And you go in there and it'd be like, it'd be 7 people, and you can bid on $1 million property, $2 million property, and for a 10,000, and now you own it, and now you just have to owe the property taxes on it, and so now you know what I'm saying? And it's like I've seen that shit before. It's just like, these public auctions are going on for the tax tax needed properties or whatever. I don't know. We got to cut. I gotta get downstairs.
Really, really glad for the super uplifting podcast that we had today. So
I kept feeling like we were starting to like
It was
lighten up.
It was dystopia, dystopia.
I just kept feeling like we're about to lighten up. Here's the light part.
No, this is all This is all nonsense.
Killing
today.
dogs.
Chinese super soldiers.
Watch this dog die.
check this out.
Watch it right now.
He's holding it down.
All right,
Look,
we're
I
not
need
hitting
a-
the light part of the episode,
I
I
need a
guess.
steady diet of darkness to make sure that I stay happy.
I don't know. I feel light.
Honestly,
I feel lighter.
I actually feel better, and I appreciate you
You're
guys.
welcome, man. You're welcome.
I feel a bit of a weight off my chest.
A little darkness with the boys, so good for the soul.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed all that darkness. This was Golden Darkness today.
Hell yeah.
Golden Darkness Pod.
Darkness nonsense.
John and Charlie's Golden Darkness. Thank you guys for being with us, and we'll catch you next time. Via con Dios.
Via con Satan.
Via con Satan. No, just kidding. Via con
No,
Dios.
that was a joke.
I'll catch you on the flip side.